catnip, this beautiful green powdered catnip that I have here. Ooh, it has a little bit of bitterness to it, but it is a wonderful plant. Well known for cats loving it a lot, but people love it too. It's an incredible digestive herb and a natural relaxant and nourishing for the nerves in the body, just settling things down. It is native to Europe and the Mediterranean area and even in Asia. It's considered a ditch bank weed growing in ditches. The parts of the plant that are used are the leaves and the flowers. It has a fainty mint-like smell. It's a little bit pungent, kind of pleasant smell, and a little bit bitter taste. This plant has long history. It dates clear back to Middle Ages and beyond. Even in the Elizabethan era in England, it was a tea that was more popular than black tea. They used it for calming nerves and bronchitis, and even used it to settle down diarrhea. In the Middle Ages, it was used as a decoction and used for coughs and for poultices. It was used for bruises and scalp and skin lesions. Also colicky pain and intestinal cramps and spasms and gas, and even settling down restlessness. In the 1600s, Culpeper talked about using it topically to settle down hemorrhoids and get those to heal up. The Native Americans used it as a sedative type of plant for colic, and they used it for colds and for flus, for symptoms associated with that, and also for hives and for boils, for swelling. They used it for stomach upsets and for spasms, and even to expel worms. It's been used for vomiting, for fevers, headaches, for restless sleep. It's been used to help with chills and sore throats, and even toothaches. In the 18th century, it was talked about in regards to using it with poultices and for tonsillitis symptoms, for joint pain symptoms, and even sore and tender breasts. This plant is a plant that you definitely feel the subtleness of just settling down anything that seems to be upset in the body or nerves on edge. It has lots of great nutrients in it. It is a good source of iron. It's a bitter, so it's naturally good for the intestines. It has some tannins in it which have an astringent property. It also has a lot of different vitamins. It's got vitamin A, B1, B2, B3. It's got 5, 6, 9, 12. It's got some vitamin C in it. It has biotin in it. It has magnesium, all kinds of minerals, manganese, phosphorus. It's got sulfur in it, and natural oils, and lots of different components that make up this very complex plant that works really well for babies clear until aging adults that have stomach issues. The digestive part of it, it feels very soothing to the body. It can help settle down lots of any kind of discomfort, relaxes the bowels, and helps with better gallbladder activity. It can be used even in an enema for cleansing the colon, and used internally to get everything to settle down as far as really inflamed bowels or intestines that just don't want to be happy, because it just has that calming effect that comes across in the mood and even a nervous headache. It's been known to settle down convulsions, and even has a gentle antispasmodic effect in it. Very gentle, but definitely there. It has been used for hyperactivity in adults and children, and insomnia. It can be used as kind of a sedative to help you rest well, to help with fatigue the next day, to get up feeling better. It's been used also for muscle exhaustion, and definitely used in teething for children. Has an immune system function with it, historically used for symptoms associated with colds and flu, especially in children, and for sweating out fevers. And it can be used topically and internally. You can use it in your bathtub, put tea in your bathtub, to actually settle down fevers, but also drink that tea. It's a natural type of diuretic, so swollen tissues and puffy eyes seem to kind of settle down with catnip. It has an effect on the circulation in the body and tends to let the body normalize its blood pressure and kind of settle that down. It can help with addictions. It's a very misunderstood plant. It seems like a lot of people underestimate how wonderful catnip is, and especially for things like addictions. And it can help specifically with nicotine desire and helping to settle that down. It is a natural insect repellent. All you have to do is make a tea out of it, and one of the studies shows that it's 10 times better than insect repellent with DEET in it. Interesting, huh? We know cats love it, and there really is no safety cautions associated with this plant. No adverse side effects or anything that you need to be careful with. There are some cautions that have come up recently for uterine stimulant, so people say be careful with it when you're pregnant if it starts to cause any type of uterine action going on. So some of the remedies and ways that you can use it are using it in catnip tea, but don't boil it. This is where you don't want to boil this plant. It's a gentle plant. It's a gentle leaf that really just needs a lower temperature of water, because you will boil off all of the volatile oils that are in there. And you make that tea. They can be used to drink the tea as an enema. It can be used topically for settling down swelling and any type of inflammation type symptoms. And it can even be used fresh or dried. So don't underestimate catnip. It's a great, great herb that can help you with all of those things that maybe make you feel like you are inflamed, even settling down the mood, just kind of calming everything down in the body and in the brain. So make some tea, sit back, relax, get to know catnip. It's a wonderful herb.